The current international business forms are complicated and variable. The economic downturn pressure increases in different countries. Multiple currencies enter the depreciation cycle. Stock and future markets are unpredictable. The return rate of fixed assets are lowering. The global industrial recession is happening. How to maintain and increase the value of wealth constantly is the subject of highlighted concern for all walks of life. Land is the scarce natural resource, the edge tool for capital maintenance and appreciation of values, and the real expression form of wealth. The land appreciation is the significant element for economic development. Land is the private property in developed countries. The interests in land consist of underground exploitation right, planning development right, and above-ground land use right. The permanent property right is hereditary property with inestimable future values. The utilization and distribution of interests in land enable the profit to grow constantly. As the land globalization becomes the main trend, land investment has already become one of the industries with the most windfall profit. The British Land Capital Group was established in 2006. Its headquarters is located at the Global Financial Center and International Metropolis, London. As one of the global's most professional land operation institutions, Land Capital owns 10-year professional experiences in land appreciation operation. The group is mainly engaged in the land banking, whole industrial chain investment, land capital securitization research, tourism industry investment, and real estate development. In 2016, Land Group established the Asian Pacific Operation Headquarters in Hong Kong. It centers on Hong Kong, coupled with offices in Cambodia, Thailand, and Korea, and comprehensively starts the strategic layout in Asia-Pacific markets. Land Capital Group uses the creative thought of Internet plus financial capital, gathers wisdom of experts in such fields of global finance, securities, and Internet technology, and builds the Internet financial investment platform in the field of globalization land development. We take the ownership of land and the right of future income and profit sharing as security. Use the land capital securitization to issue the value warrant, the landed warrant, and firstly create a small unit market land holding form to provide common investors with the opportunities to participate in the land circulation investment field and the wealth distribution of land appreciation. It has successfully broken the limits and solved such problems as large capital area, great investment, partition difficulty, no liquidity, complicated cashing procedures, etc. in the traditional land operation. The group purchased 150 square meters quality resource type land at South Darwin Harbour in North Australia recently, turns it into the land asset pool with a permanent property right, Land Capital Number 1, as the first security for landed warrant. Land Capital Number 1 is adjacent to the tropical zone of the equator, which is warm in all seasons and enjoys dense vegetation and fertile red soil, and known as the Gate to Asia. Coupled with its obvious advantages, both in resource and geography, it plays a significant role in the global strategy. Land Capital Number 1, as one of the only land blocks with permanent property right in North Australia, is very suitable for the synchronous development of three major industries. The primary industry covers farm, livestock, and forestry. The secondary industry covers mine and manufacture. The tertiary industry covers tourism and real estate. The advantages in such industrial structure guarantee the stable profits and rapid development under all marketing circumstances, and the land value will increase by 100-fold. The group has already established the irrigation type horticulture enterprise responsible for supporting the industry chain. maximize the beautiful natural river landscapes and ecological tourism resources to develop ecological tourism industry. The rapidly developing live animals exporting market nearby and the newly built Darwin Slaughterhouse in North Australia are also focuses of capital concern. Besides, there are schools, hospitals, commerce, agriculture, and other supporting resources in peripheral area. Land Warren splits the market value of land capital number 1 in a standardized, averaged, and unit-based method, integrates them financially, and realizes the unprecedented initial concept and functions. Firstly, the unique capital preservation. Land Warren strictly controls and limits the issuance. It is different from other virtual assets which are not supported by material object, and per 20 shares of land warrant means the permanent property right and profit sharing right of the 1 square meter land capital number 1. This can guarantee the total issuance of land warrant is terminated by the land area with which it is secured. Besides, this has the powerful risk-avoiding function of resisting the asset deflation caused by inflation. As for investors, this means profits without risk. Secondly, constantly increasing value-added property. The capital increases through circulation. The great amount of fund springing from the land value preservation and stock liquidity is injected into the trading process, which makes the stock price of land warrant rise constantly. The land can create value itself. The development of industrial belt can bring long-term stable income, attract investment and human resources for development, and thereby the land capital is doubled and redoubled. Thirdly, the strong liquidity. Land warrant as the securitization circulation tool of the fixed assets of land features digital capital advantage, long-lasting property, easy liquidity, scarcity and detachability, and thereby becomes a kind of land trading tool and financial investment product in the global circulation. It is suitable for the widest possible population and has high brand awareness and strong liquidity. Land warrant will also be combined with the group's international travel agencies, hotels, and commercial entities, and connected with the cross-border e-commerce shopping platform. Besides, it will be comprehensively circulated and used in the industrial plate of the horizontal alliances and all-inclusive industrial chain business mode with million members, exchanging, enjoying, and purchasing globally. All this enable land warrant to become the consensual capital with the strongest purchasing power, the best liquidity, and the most development value. Investors can not only gain a value appreciation springing from the trading circulation of land warrant, but also enjoy the annual industrial profit sharing during the stock holding period. In future, land warrant, representing turning soil into gold and circulating the wealth, will surely spot the next global trend of wealth. The mission of Land Capital Group to make everyone equally participate in the global land appreciation and profit distribution. Open up the channel for common people to usher onto the high land of wealth. Build a high viscosity group members consisting of tens of millions of people, leading all members to the world of wealth, freedom, health, and happiness, and become the global centurial group enterprise with the highest credit linking ability.